it's time once again for another exciting episode of the Ballad of Jack Brodie, starring Bubba Electric as Jack Brodie, and Toast tonight as the Professor. Yep, if not, we gotta say it loud and proud. So tonight's episode, Pressure Creates Diamonds. So sit back and relax while we tell another story.
So, Mr. Brodie, I've heard something. Reading my research papers, I've discovered something.
What have you found?
I've discovered that you can't fucking hear me over this.
Okay, take two. This shit that happens on live TV.
Nobody's technically watching it.
No. Share what? The party settings.
Okay, yes, Mr. Brodie, I've discovered something that I believe you would have some interest in.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you got?
God damn it. Well, you see, I was reading some of my research notes on all of this that we were doing recently, and apparently there's going to be some jewels, some priceless jewels being put on an exhibit here in West Elizabeth. And one of my colleagues pointed me to a person we're supposed to meet, but it's going to cost us some capitale. I hope you have at least 15 capitale. We're supposed to meet a man by the name of Sean Maguire, some Irish bloke.
Hold on a minute. Are you talking about that limey bastard who keeps talking about his Da and Dutch Vanderland and that dude? Are you crazy, Professor?
I don't know the man personally, but this was the contact I was told to go after if we was going to. Cripps, would you please stop talking about Maggie for 2 seconds? But look, we're supposed to meet the man with Sean Maguire. If this is different, we could probably find someone else who could do this, but Sean Maguire was told to be my contact.
Alright, dude, but I'm gonna tell you what, if he starts annoying us about his times with his Da, I'm gonna knock that little red-headed stepchild a new one.
It's quite all right, Mr. Brodie. I have no idea where to find him, so I guess I'll have to follow you since you're law of the land here.
Damn right I'm the law of the land. The only thing's missing is a badge. Yeah, Ross, we'll be back later. You guard the fort. I do believe that we have another one who wants to be with our party today. I believe my sister needs to be here.
Are you mocking me, Mr. Brodie?
Yes, I am. How do you like that? I've been practicing.
Little more practice, you'll sound genuine. But sure, if your sister wishes to tag along, some female counterpart would be rather nice here. Say, what happened to your stable hand, if you don't mind me asking? After her purchase of that horse, it managed to disappear.
she went upstate. She went up to Brimstone for a little while just to see what. She's taking a couple weeks off, and I sent her up there so she can go have some fun. You know, she's talking about a legend up there. You know, Red Harlow. I don't know if you ever heard of the guy. Staying with an old lady named Annie Stokes. You ever heard of her?
No, but I do believe I've heard whispers of Red Harlow. And from quite far away, time ago.
Oh, do tell. Tell me what. Pull up next to me. So do tell. What we'd like to know. What do you know about Red Harlow?
Only the murmurings. Last rumor that he was he was his parents were murdered, from my understanding.
That's what I heard too. We're supposed to meet my sister here in Armadillo here soon, so if you want to ride with me, we'll go ride over there, and then we'll make our way to that little limey prick, McGuire.
Certainly, sir. I could use perhaps some ammunition.
What, so we need to go to Armadillo, or we want to go to Tumbleweed?
Well, I can go to Armadillo. It's quite all right. I'm pretty sure Herbert Moon has some. He isn't so xenophobic about my personality.
Herbert Moon is about as useful as a dog with a bad case of wet farts.
Really?
Oh dear, I have a telegram. I didn't tell you I have a telegram. My sister is waiting for us in Armadillo. So we must head there immediately. On Mariah!
I did not get your memo. You have to invite me into the thing. I just got in here.
I know. And the party is up. And the posse is up. So anytime you decide you want to ride with us, you just come right in. And I am starting to sound more and more like the professor. You rub off on me.
I believe you have a bit too much to drink there, Mr. Brodie. It could be the desert heat baking your brains. If it's all right with you, we can continue this. But I am wary of your health. Managing to talk to yourself.
Well. You should hear some of the shit I talk to when my horse is around.
Are y'all doing the electric experience?
Yes, we are. And it's time to get in character once you get in. We love improv.
Hold on to your hats, cowboys.
Of course, my other partner is not here. Like I said, I sent her up to Brimstone for a couple days. Well, a couple weeks, actually. Told her to take some time off. She's having new fun with that horse of hers. Plus, I heard she wanted to go drinking, and because she was supposed to meet up with Annie Stokes. I don't know how that old woman's still alive.
Really?
Well, she was supposed to be meeting up with another contact up there, Buffalo Soldier, if I'm presuming.
Interesting.
But we're here in Armadillo. Do you need to make your way over to old Mooney Butts over here?
Let's have a good chat with the old xenophobic person here.
Right.
I'm surprised to see you again.
Well, I'm surprised to see you too, dickhead. What's up?
Have a peek. You might like what you see.
I need some damn food. I'll take some biscuits. Give me some crackers. Gotta have some of my...
New stomach.
I must be the only healthy filthy person left an armadillo with this poor
I heard
Come
you
on
had.
up, my boy.
I heard you had that chicken.
Yes, I did.
You still visiting the
sauce.
outhouse?
I don't know. Chicken sauce was freaking cold as fuck, man. That they put over it, you know?
Well, it goes to show that they don't know how to cook good food out here in the Wild West.
I was waiting on my steak to defrost, but I had to pick something for John's lunch. What are you looking at?
Well, I'm just looking. You look a little thin in the skin over here.
I'll kiss your ass.
Obviously, your horse's ass has already been kissed. Who French braided this thing?
Me. Oh,
You know,
dear God.
you know what? Come here, Professor. I have to show you something. If you'll come here, please.
Well, certainly. I mean, I was going to greet your sister formally, but
If you'll come over here and stand next to me and gaze. Now, this is how a horse's ass should be. Oh! I swear to God, that dumb horse!
Well, Mr. Brodie, I do believe you slapping it could have caused this.
Well, you know, how the hell did that damn thing miss you?
You're the one that slapped it, Mr. Brodie. It went towards the
The one that did it.
I
Yes.
don't give a damn. Look, get your ass over here.
Are you talking to me or the horse?
I'm talking to the horse. Get over here. You're worse than whiskey. Well, before we
How
go
you
visit... Oh. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just greeting your sister. It's been a while, Mrs. I do
Been a
so
while.
hope you're doing well.
Other than stomach? Very well, thank you.
I
Well-
hope you don't have the cholera that's out here.
Oh, hell. I hope not either. But before we go visit Sean, I do have some stuff on my map I need. Professor, how would you like to go on a treasure hunt with me?
It would be rather fantastic, actually.
Come on. We're gonna go
I have an
some fun.
invention. I have an invention I wish I could try out.
Oh, yeah? What
I
kind of
developed-
contraption you got there, Professor?
Well, you see, I developed something I would like to call a metal detector.
What tarnation is that?
Well, whenever there's something buried into the ground, you can't find it with your own eyes. But this device I've created, whenever you're in the presence of something that is medical, the magnetic field it projects is picked up by my device and creates sparks. The faster it sparks, the closer you are to finding the metal object underneath the earth.
What tarnation?
I think I understand what he's talking about.
Oh.
I was reading this in one of his books he was showing me. It reacts to metal. Not all metals, but most metals.
Precisely, Mr. Brodie. I do say you're quite educated for a fool. Or a drunkard, I should say. I didn't take you much for a reader when I first met you, but it is delightful that you have a pretty good book sense, I should say.
Well, if you really must know, Whistling Cheeks taught me how to read.
Interesting. I do so wish to meet this Whistling Cheeks. I may have a device that I could use for him as well.
Well, Whistling Cheeks, he came out of the reservation, and he taught me how to read. Plus, I taught him how to shoot, so it was a win-win. And after my mom was killed, it was very bad. But anyhow, we're here.
Hey, look, there seems to be some wisteria here. Oh no, excuse me, this is some wild rhubarb. Be excellent to make some pies with.
Yes. You know about rhubarb pie?
Of course, it's a delicacy. A delicacy in England.
My grandma used to make rhubarb pie back in the homestead. I'm amazed at you, Professor. Sometimes I wonder. Okay, I have another treasure. It's another flower, it looks like. We're going right near Blackwater from what our map says. But we're going to check it out, and then we will go meet up with Mr. McGuire. Now, Professor, I have to ask, do you have a lot of capitale?
I believe I have 45 capitale, yes?
Well, how about tonight you lead the posse and you bring us along? That way I can learn how a professor thinks doing things that are not appropriate.
Yes. You do remember I was in the Navy at one point, yes?
Yeah, Royal Navy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I was also a statistician.
Well, you know, I did a little time in the military myself. I fought for the Union side and the Confederacy. I fought for both sides of the Civil War. Let me explain.
How did you manage to do that?
It's amazing what you can do when you're classified as a double agent.
Oh. Whoa.
Let's put it this way. I went on the Confederacy side first. I was able to get right up to the highest point in the land. I actually got to meet President Jefferson Davis at one point. Afterwards, I crossed the border. I told them that I was defecting to the Union. I told the soldiers of the Union side that I wished to defect because I had information about it. Hence, why do you think General Lee had to go to Appomattox a couple years later? I was kind of a part of that. Does that give you any idea, Professor?
Well, I've heard rumors of a battle of a coward general over at Bulga Glade.
Oh, him? I've been trying to hunt him down for ages. Apparently he died, but I've heard that some of his surviving soldiers talk a lot about him and not in a very good light.
Yes, I've also heard rumors of the Lemoyne Raiders. They seem to have taken a liking to him.
The Lemoyne Raiders. Those guys, they still wish the South would rise again. History doesn't need that again. I'm just kind of glad the U.S. was reunited.
I wouldn't have any other way, Mr. Brodie. After all, you were the ones to succeed from us, but who am I to judge?
Well, the difference is we just didn't believe in taxation without representation. I do know a little bit of the Revolutionary War.
That's all water under the bridge, Mr. Brodie. It was over 100 years ago. Nothing to fret about.
Oh, of course not. You know, I mean...
Oh! Damn it! I didn't even see that idiot.
Watch it.
Hey,
Watch
you...
it, girl.
You know what? You need to get on, dude.
Alright, boys. Didn't see that guy. God.
I believe this man is drunk. He seems to be stumbling all over himself.
It seems like
You
it.
might want to be careful. We're in a place called Tall Trees. This place is known for some rather uncouth stuff.
uncouth, you say?
You ever heard of cannibalism?
Cannibalism has been around for ages, Mr. Brodie. Of course I've heard about it.
There's quite a few of them in there. Somebody said that a whole athletic team was was decimated in there. I don't know the truth of it, but I've heard my stories and my sources.
Those are rumors,
What?
you know
What?
that? Oh no, I'm out of here.
I think your horse is acting a little derpy because your horse's head keeps turning the wrong way.
I'm tired, that's what.
If you wish to ride with me, missus, I can take you a ride.
Oh! Ah!
Whistling Cheeks. Sometimes I wish he was here. Because he knows his way through the forests better than anybody I know.
Oh, there I am.
Good show. Good show.
Apparently we're here. Well, we got a... Professor, you seem to know about your flowers. You know...
Yes, I am sort of an amateur botanist.
Well, I have a little bit of wisteria here.
Wisteria? Isn't this technically a poison if you eat it?
Yes.
Oh,
Might I ask why you're collecting these samples of flower? I didn't take you for a botanist.
Well, if you must know, there's a lady around here, around these parts. She travels on a wagon. You might have heard of her. Her name is Madame Nazar.
Afraid I don't have any clue who she is.
Yeah, she's some kind of gypsy woman, but she buys a lot of stuff.
Yes. She was one of my contracts for the fossils, yes.
Yes, I happen to know her myself.
I know she sells certain pieces of paper that have the whereabouts of certain fossils.
I do have a fossil that I
legitimacy.
picked up a while back. Can you hop off your horse a minute? Let me show you.
Certainly.
I picked this up somewhere around Valentine. I don't know what it is, but it looks like something from a dinosaur. Maybe you could tell me what this is.
Mr. Brodie, let's see here. What you have, let's go through my paper. Looks like you have... Where did you find this, Mr. Brodie?
I found it outside of Valentine, due south, you know, in that big rock section.
Well, I believe you actually found something here. This is an anal cavity, fossilized anal cavity of a fecal dactyl. You see, the fecal dactyl, of course, is derived from a Hawaii, which is a very large prehistoric bird known for excrementing large ectoplasmic piles. This is a great find, Mr. Brodie.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. Are you telling me that I just found a prehistoric bird's asshole?
Precisely, Mr. Brodie.
And you're looking at my horse like you're not even paying attention to the world. You realize what he just said? I just found a prehistoric bird's asshole, and you're looking at my horse. Really? How do you know it was an asshole? I mean, anal cavity, whatever you said.
Well, you see, the fecal dactyl's anal cavity is quite larger than most of the bird. Like the modern day baboon, as you will. You know how the derriere of the primates is rather rotund and discolored. The fecal dactyl had sort of the same thing, only this one had wings. Imagine, if you will, a pelican. But instead of it being the beak, it's the derriere.
You talk funny, dude. You talk pretty funny there. I've never heard of derriere.
I didn't want to be rude.
So you got this contact to him. Do you want to set up this posse of yours so we could go find Sean and get this jewel thing out of the way, whatever you got?
Certainly, sir. I can do that right now.
I will disband my posse. Yes, you will.
For now.
Yeah, see, I'm sending you coordinates of where we need to go. I'm writing them down and handing them to you in pieces of paper. So I do hope that you have received them.
Have you received one too? You have options, so press options and hold it, and it should come up. Yes. Hop on. We'll go ahead and ride. You lead the charge, Professor.
First, I have to check out my map here. There appears to be some rather rambunctious fellows a little bit toward the northeast of us. You shall steer clear of them unless you wish to procure a bounty there, Mr. Brodie.
Well, there's a fool that I ran into a while back who had a 1-cent bounty in Strawberry, and he got shot in the ass.
Dance! Dance! You dead. Dead. I wonder if he danced.
Oh, no telling. By the way, I'm grabbing some food while we're out here. You hungry?
It's quite all right. I've had a bit of stew while we were at camp.
This ain't for me now. Oh, that's a horse. I don't want to kill that. We're not French. We don't eat horse.
There's a stakeout. What? You...
Professor?
I'm trying to find a location written down here, but I'm having a hard time reading where he is exactly.
Well, that's all good, but I've got a hideout here. I must do my duty as a bounty hunter to take this.
That's what I was asking you. This is what I was asking you, Mr. Brodie. If you wish to take care of these rambunctious fellas.
Yeah, I gotcha. But before I do, I have to look around. How many do you see, sissy?
You don't belong here, so you better leave.
Uh-oh. I got spotted.
Cover me.
Shall we take the leader alive, Mr. Brodie, or are we going to go to full Monty?
Whatever he said. Full Monty. Alright, took out the leader.
Why are we near Ninja's Hope?
Check their bodies, too. You'll never forget the name of Jack Brodie. Get after it, Professor. Good God, you good shot.
Yes, I've been practicing, as you can see.
Obviously. Well, around here, you might want to check those bodies, dude.
Dude?
That's what I said, dude. I got 10 cents.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Brodie, but I do believe dude is a term for a bull, yes?
Yes, but a bunch of us cowboys, we also like to call people dudes. But when it comes to a woman, we also call them the dudette.
Oh dear.
I picked that up while I was in California.
How is California,
Strong
Mr.
is
Brodie?
that is.
Hot and boring.
I don't like that word. Ugh.
I don't see the damn point of California. Yeah, sure, it's a nice place, but let me tell you about a place called San Andreas. Now that place scares me.
Ugh.
Professor, you ever traveled to San Andreas?
I'm sorry, Mr. Brodie, I was quite distracted by my horse's behavior. Appeared to be hungry. What was it you said, Mr. Brodie?
You ever heard of a place called San Andreas? They started a town out there a few years ago. They say by the next 100 years, it's going to be one of the largest cities in the country. Some town called Los Santos.
Brother, you fucked me off with this horse. I'm gonna kick your butt.
Oh,
Los
boy.
Santos. Isn't that Spanish for the saints?
I believe so.
They sound like quite a religious bunch.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Don't worry, Mr. Brodie, I got it.
I'm going to say it right now, Professor. I hate fucking cougars.
This place seems to be riddled with mountain lion and the folk.
Hell.
Oh, yeah, but look what's right near us.
Bitches hope.
Yeah, you heard that there's something going on out here. There's a couple of squatters out here. But from what I hear, there's a rumor this land's for sale. I hope one day a family buys this.
Don't you mean that John Marston?
I don't know his name, but all I know is I'm hearing that they want to sell this to a family.
I heard the rumor of John Marston.
First time I've heard of John Marston. I've heard of Arthur Morgan.
Yeah. Arthur
Yes,
Morgan.
I've seen a wanted poster of the man Arthur Morgan. $5,000, I do believe. That's quite a hefty sum.
Well, it's not him I'm worried about.
They're
I've
brothers.
actually met Arthur Morgan. He seems like a nice guy. He has morals. The guy I worry about is Micah Bell.
That darn fool? You've got to be kidding me. He's gonna be hanged by the noose. Or killed, one of the two.
I hope he has a cold, painful death.
John Marston, he writes with Arthur Morgan in the group, in his gang that they're in.
You mean that dark-haired fella?
Yeah, that dark-haired fella.
Yeah, I've heard of him. It seemed like an alright guy to me. Kind of a little on the boring side, but
He's a hot-headed man.
no, but I'll tell you who Professor, have you read, there's a woman roaming around. I don't know her. I've heard her pen name is Leslie something, but I kind of met her at Valentine one day. Her name was Mary Beth Gaskins.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You ever heard of her, Professor?
I have no idea who any of these people are, Mr. Brodie.
Well, this woman, she writes romance novels.
Crazy
Not
out
my
there.
romance novels are not my forte, Mr. Brodie. I'm more of a science fiction than.
Well, I tried to get I tried to use my charm for Miss Bonnie McFarlane back at Hennigan Stead. I thought I'd try to get with her, but she's got her eye on one of her farm hands. Some guy named Amos, if you ever heard of him.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Mr. Sean McGuire?
Are you after Capitali? I got something new here. Might lead you to it.
I think you are Mr. McGuire. Let's see. I was told that you.
What are you looking at? You need to talk to the professor.
There's enough folk working for him, don't he? I heard even that bastard Anthony Foreman's involved somehow.
The Il Solvino, is it?
Now, I got something for you.
One McGuire.
Courtesy of
An
one
Irishman
alarmingly
with-
perfumed Italian.
Simple.
Must be pleased with you. Good luck. I
What?
reckon you'll need it.
Good. Ah.
He didn't talk about his da. I'm surprised.
Yeah, imagine that. Oh, no. Mm. Ugh.
Senator Ricard. You recall we spoke of him? The man who has so foolishly been trying to make his reputation at the expense of my employer. He wishes to put himself and his beloved Lemoyne in the headlines of next year's Centennial State Fair in Sacramento. And he has devised quite the centerpiece. 3 of the world's most famous jewels brought together for a single exhibit. Except we will ensure they never meet. One by one, as they are taken west, you will find them. You will procure them. And if you value my friendship as highly as you should, you will bring them to me. Today's prize, the diamond, Il Sovrano. Pale yellow, so big you could not close it in your fist. If you believe the stories, it was stolen from a temple in India, and tragic fates have since befallen its owners. For Senator Ricard, we give the Kurds a little assistance. Yes, a consortium of your southern nobility have paid handsomely for the privilege of hosting the stone in Rhodes before it travels west. Tonight, the senator's representative comes to collect it. We will ensure that it never enters his possession.
Professor? Are you telling me that you want, they're asking us to steal this?
Precisely, Mr. Brodie.
I never took you for a jewel thief, Professor.
Only in the eyes of a museum, Mr. Brodie. I'm here to procure certain artifacts to preserve them in a museum, not to house them into a rich person's vault. Now, Mr. Brodie, the letter that I have states that the person is here, somewhere in Rhodes. And it just so happens there is a poker game being played at the saloon here. We're going to go in there and we're going to listen and see which one person gives themselves away. I don't want anybody being reckless and shooting. Don't mind, Mr. Brodie.
Alright, I'll play your game. Let's see what you got.
Yes, we're going to pull up here at the saloon here to the right. I hope everything goes well. This is not my forte, Mr. Brodie, but I am not a stranger to battle.
Obviously not. But I didn't know you dabbled in this. Holy crap, dude.
Well, there is money to be made, Mr. Brodie. I'm going to do it. No professor ever made an omelet without cracking eggs.
Obviously. Are you seeing this?
There appears to be a drunk man over there somewhere. I can smell the whiskey.
Well, what do you need to do? You tell us what you want us to do. We'll hang back.
Friend, you ain't got a light, have you?
This is not important.
Careful, I spill some hooch around here.
We're going to go inside and act as if we are patroners. I'm pretty sure the person will reveal himself shortly. We must go into the front door, because there are guards on the front porch up there, as you can see.
You got this planned out, don't you?
I told you, Mr. Brodie, I'm a statistician.
Enemies everywhere. But
Alright, act casual.
Of course. Well, you must pass on our thanks to Senator Ricard.
Would like a whiskey. Down,
Infamous
mister.
Il Serrano.
I shall pass that along.
Well, Uncle,
How can I help?
Yeah, I need one too. Throw me a whiskey.
you're quite spellbound by the thing. Time to return the stone.
I don't like this, sissy.
Oh, well, brother, keep your cool about it.
I smell the bullshit from this senator. Got anything there, Professor?
There seems to be guarding the front door. The poker game's up here to the left. Upstairs, there's guards on just about every corner.
What do you want us to do?
I have no idea, Mr. Brodie. I'm just going to play it patient, and hopefully the man walks down here, and we can probably convince him to come outside with us.
Yes, I'm certain you would, sir, but this is the
If not, then we can always do the old.
Hog tie?
I was going to suggest guns blazing, Mr. Brodie. There's the guard. Keep quiet.
Stay down here. Stay down here in case anything comes up.
He's coming downstairs, Mr. Brodie.
What's he wearing? Is he in a full suit?
He's wearing white gloves.
That's him?
Yes, this is the man.
So what do you want me to do? Take him, tie him?
1 second, Mr. Brodie.
I got you.
Looks like a staggered man.
You give me the word and I'll take him.
same again, my good man.
Need to check his pockets, Mr. Brodie. He has the whereabouts of where it is.
Walk away, why can't you?
Whether you wanted it or not, you got my attention. So watch it.
Ugh.
Philip's wife says he's been off the bottle for months now. Well, guess who had a double whiskey right there just
I'm going to head upstairs, Mr. Brodie.
Alright.
You stay vigilant on that man. When I give you the word, you hog-tie the bastard.
You got it. Sissy, you guard that door with your life.
Aye, aye, bro. Two outside. One coming in.
Go ahead, Mr. Brodie.
Don't you debase yourselves in here?
Help me.
We are in the thick of it now, Mr. Brodie.
I know.
Let's go to the wagon, Mr. Brodie.
Oh no. There is all kinds of shooting around here. Got you, that damn Peter.
Mariah, where are you? Come on.
You can hop on with me, Mr. Brodie.
Ah, no, I got her. Let's go.
Ah!
Get your horse and just ride off. I need to know where that wagon is. Oh, crap.
Mr. Brodie, may I get to ride with you? You don't have your horse on you.
Here. Come on. Alright, I'm on the move. Let's go.
It's right over there, Mr. Brodie. Just take a left and it should be right across the river.
On it.
I happened to hear them when they went by.
Not coming off. Over me. Ew. Good horse. Come on, let's go.
Come on, I'm trying
I
to
hope
get
this-
I got it.
I hope this doesn't ruin your reputation as a bounty hunter, Mr. Brodie.
Nah, this is the most fun I've had in a long time. Now, where is that damn wagon?
My understanding it should be right up here on the right.
We're gonna go off-road. Get ready. Aha! I see it. Listen to me, Professor. Take out that damn driver.
I'm on it, Mr. Brodie.
You got it?
Secured the wagon, Mr. Brodie.
Ride! Going back for my sister. Sissy, I'm coming. Hang tight. Come on, hop on, hop on, hop on, hop on. Alright, we're good. We're gone.
Whew.
Yeah, I know. I lost my hat back there. I can buy a new hat. You alright?
Yes, bye.
Hang on. Hang on. I gotta pull a bullet out of me. I just took a bullet in the leg. We gotta meet up with the professor. He's got the wagon. I don't know where he's going, but I'm gonna hazard to guess that he's this way.
That's my guess. This is the way I was going.
Time to use Whistling Cheeks tracking skills. Come on, Mariah. We're gonna ride. Okay, there's the professor. What's up, Prof?
Quite all right. Is everything good with you fellas?
Well, the fact that I lost my hat and got shot in the leg, yeah, I'm good.
I have won like this with my presence. Let alone my hands. You have done well, my friend.
Oh, all the way out here near the swamp. You got nuts.
I ain't nuts, but I'm telling you right now, that was...
Something else.
You're at midnight?
Oh, man.
One thing I will tell you, Mr. Brodie. The Mafia in the Sicily Italians, they are very profitable friends, Mr. Brodie.
You mean to tell me they gave me $100? $100.
That's it. Precisely, Mr. Brodie.
That's more than I've ever made bounty hunting.
You work for the Mafia, Mr. Brodie. You do good favors for them, they will pay you back in kind. I just don't like dealing with their secretiveness.
Obviously.
But the less you know, the better off you are.
Damn, they even paid us in gold, too.
I didn't get nothing.
I got over $100 in money on that.
Oh, well, money, yeah, but I didn't get nothing gold.
I've only got 34 cents in gold, I'm afraid.
Well, there, Professor, if you like to talk about Capitale so much, how did you obtain all this Capitale?
I told you, he's one of my contacts in the Mafia.
Good grief. Professor, I swear to God, sometimes I really wonder if you're just some bookworm from Cambridge, or is there something you're not telling us?
The truth is, Mr. Brodie, I'm what you would call a kingsman.
A kingsman, huh? Okay, I'm not familiar with that. You might want to explain to us New Austin people. A kingsman? I've heard of being a horseman, but a kingsman?
Do you have a secret service that protects your president, Mr. Brodie?
Of course, yeah. It's been instituted ever since Ulysses Grant was placed into office.
Now, imagine me, person like that, protect your president. I'm the one that protects the king. Well, in this case, the queen. But we were established in 1558 AD. We were a secret service to protect the king, to handle any and all services that he may deem dirty jobs. I am a kingsman through and through, Mr. Brodie. But my true passion is the geological research of human history, to study and to catalogue rare species of animals.
Well, you like a little history. Stop here a minute. You know any history about this place?
I'm afraid I don't know, Mr. Brodie.
Well, apparently this used to be a slave owner's house back in the Civil War. When, after the Civil War, they foreclosed on this dude's house. I one time broke in here and I found something very disturbing here.
I'm hearing something down here, Mr. Brodie.
Really? Sissy, follow me a minute. We're gonna see what he's spotted. He got that contraption again, that metal detector.
Quite a strange find here. I am finding these tarot cards placed all over the place. Do you have any idea what they mean?
They tell the future, sir.
Yeah, but why are people placing them out here? Is there something this hiding? Actually,
I just had a sudden fear rush down my spine. You ever heard of a woman, a silent woman, that likes to kidnap certain people and do horrible things to their genitalia?
Ugh.
No, I haven't.
I can't really recall the name, Mr. Brodie, but she's quite savage.
Are you talking about this contraption? I seen you had a spare one.
Yes, Mr. Brodie. I've made enough for everyone. I even have one for you, Mrs.
Well, thank you, sir. But
Excuse
don't
me
give
a
me
minute.
traumatized here. Oh, hang on. Yo.
I'm down in a well, and there's nothing down here.
What are you doing in the well?
Oh, they said there was cold coins in there. I wanted to see if the rumors were true. But no, anyhow, this house, under it, there was torture devices for slaves.
Pardon me.
You've got me curious, Mr. Brodie. Is there any way to enter the house?
That side door.
Yeah, apparently nobody's lived here since the bank foreclosed on it.
The house is no worse for wear.
Nah, the door's locked.
I heard a rumor that Mr. Morgan got in there with his gang.
Yeah, apparently he had something. I can show you places that would blow your mind there, Professor. You know there's a house that claims there's a man-bear-pig?
Ew. Yeah.
Do show me, Mr. Brodie. I could use this for research.
Well, come with me. Come with me. I'm going to show you around while we're going to take a little break from your capitale. I do want to go find Madame Nazar, but on the way, we're going to go have a little fun. I used to do a little spelunking on the side.
Spelunking, Mr. Brodie. You go cave diving, do you? I not meaning to cut you off there, missus, but you like to go cave diving, Mr. Brodie.
Cave diving? Sometimes I like to go and hunt down strange things. And let me tell you a strange one that I heard, that there have been people that have been having a weird encounter with. There's a cabin out on the west near Strawberry. There's a man in there who does not dress like this time. He wears strange clothes.
Yes, does he think he's from the future?
Mr. Brodie, I do believe you've reminded me of something. When I was first here, I was told to be on the lookout for a man out towards Valentine that likes to dismember people. I do know where the man's house is, Mr. Brodie. Before I got contact with you in Saint Denis, I managed to pick up the man's revolver, if you will. I don't have it on me, it's in camp. But I will show you, if you don't mind, Mr. Brodie, telling Cripps, your friend Cripps, to bring the capper nearby.
Yeah, here in a little bit we can, but there's something I wanted to show off. We're gonna go find that house first. Actually, there's several houses that I've seen. That is strange. Very strange. In fact, I've heard stories of ghosts in some of these swamps. Yes, that's what I said. Ghost.
Mr. Brodie, can you explain to me what this fort is? Rather interesting.
Apparently this was used during the Civil War. It was abandoned after the war. Usually a lot of time gangs like to hang out here. What, you want to do a little search?
No, I was just rather curious. If you don't mind, Mr. Brodie, I would like to ride with you. My horse was getting rather tired, and I'm afraid it has to go take a wee. If I could ride with you, Mr. Brodie, it would be quite all right.
Hey, you're fine, but you know what? Come on down and, yeah, but if you want to go a little spelunking, we could do that. Sissy, you want to spelunk with us?
Sure.
Hop off your horse. We're going to have a little fun. Mr. Brodie, Professor, did you bring a light?
I did. I do have one.
Come behind there.
I placed it. I don't think you'll like the design of it, Mr. Brodie, but it is a lantern. This was a gift from one of those mafia members, you see.
I have one too. See anything in here worth
Yes, Mr. Brodie, but I don't believe your lantern looks quite like mine.
I got mine from a different place, but looks like there's nothing out here but old ammo. Makes you wonder what they use this for, just for storage, or we could be standing on some dude's final resting place.
I wouldn't begin to know, Mr. Brodie.
Anyhow, let's go find that house with the man bear pig, and then we'll head to camp. Make some
Certainly,
more money.
I will ride with you so my horse can take a piss.
Alright, hop on there, Prof. We're gonna ride. You good?
Yes, I'm settled in.
You know, it makes you wonder what this is gonna look like here in 100 years.
You don't mind if I, smoke a fag, do you, Mr. Brodie?
No. No, I do not. In fact, I might do one myself. But let me go ahead and explain what I've always believed. You're not the only one that's into science fiction. I kind of wonder what this place is going to look like in 100 years. I mean, I've seen them people talking about that automobile.
Oh, it's Mr. Henry Ford, I believe, is working on one over...
Yeah, over in Detroit.
Yes. He has, met the Queen, I believe.
Well, Professor, we're here in Van Horn.
Luckiest town in Brodie.
You ain't never seen Van Horn. This is it, man. This is where all the lawlessness, all the biggest scumbags in the entire state, the entire state of New Hanover like to hang out. Let me look at my map a minute because I gotta find the house. I think the house is...
I think the house is back the other way.
Yeah, I haven't been out here in a long time, so... If you remember... You remember that the house is, you might want to help us find it.
Now with that darn sun in my face.
May I ask, Mr. Brodie, what happened to this town?
I have no idea.
Seems to run down. It's right next to a port. It seemed like it should be making money, but no, this is like the slumlord over by the East End docks of London. Where old, outside Baker Street, if I recall correctly.
Professor? You might want to come take a look at this.
There's something here.
I'm afraid I'm in the middle of enjoying a cigarette, Mr. Brodie. I can't quite draw your act down at the moment.
Well, when you get in, I got some strange shit to show you.
Ooh, tarot card. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but look around. Look at this place. If you never just sat here and looked at this, this is scary.
That mutant is not here, sir.
No, but it might be on the wall. Bloody
I shall
hell.
join you shortly, Mr. Brodie. I'm having a bit of problems at the moment. You see, I've managed to get my shoe, my left boot managed to get stuck in one of your stirrups, Mr. Brodie. I'll be there shortly.
Well, I ain't touching nothing in here. You're a professor. You need to see this. This is one of the damnedest things I've ever seen. Obviously, the mutant's not here, but it's the table. And bring your light.
Why is your horse on the damn fence, boy?
Guess she likes looking.
It's like perfectly on the bed. Mm.
You have a rather curious horse, Mr. Brodie.
Ah, no.
Say inside here. How did we get inside? Oh, I see.
Jump on that wagon.
Just climb up here, is it, Mr. Brodie?
Yes, climb up to that, climb up there, and then look in the window, and you tell me what you see, Professor.
It looks like. Seems somebody was doing some DNA splicing. What kind of person creates such?
That's not human blood.
It's animal.
There's another one of these tarot cards. I'm rather intrigued by these tarot cards, Mr. Brodie. I do believe something is going to find us.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. You've been a professor for many years. Is this the damnedest thing you've ever seen?
It looks like research on biology. Seems they were trying to create or play God in a way.
There you go, there. I fed your horse, bro.
Better watch out, she might shit everywhere.
There's a reptilian with antlers and wings. And then there is a... What in the world is going on here, mister? Whoever lived here certainly knows their way around biology.
By what? Splicing stuff together?
Like I said before, person of science never makes an omelet without cracking an egg, though some places are a little grey than others.
Well, you know there's another thing out here that kind of blows my mind. Did you know that there was Vikings buried out in this near here, or around this way?
I wouldn't be surprised they were the first to discover America, if I don't believe so, Mr. Brodie.
Well, I know we need to head to camp shortly, but I'm starving, and then we can go do a capitale when the sun comes up. But you say you want to go cave hunting? You want to go spelunking with me?
All these darn trees.
We're at Butcher's Creek.
I see that. Y'all these damn outhouses.
Well, at least nobody's hot.
Mr. Brodie, this place is very daunting. Everyone here seems to be sickly.
It is. It's the water.
What's wrong with the water, Mr. Brodie?
Come on, I'll show you if you'll follow me.
I stay back here. I don't mind.
You might want to keep your guns on hand or a knife. I'll show you exactly why, Mr. Professor. If I can remember my way, let me see. Let me look at my map, because says there's a way in. Yeah, we gotta go back the other way. And you have your map. Do you see a place called Elysian Pool?
I'm just going to follow you, Mr. Brodie. You happen to know your way around here quite decently.
You got that fancy light of yours like mine?
You have it ready, Mr. Brodie?
Great. And you're about to get wet.
Nothing wrong with that, Mr. Brodie.
Well, if I remember right, there's a way in. Yeah, it's this way.
Why does the air smell of sulfur, Mr. Brodie?
Let me show you why.
Because this area is infested with sulfur.
Oh yeah. Majorly.
The smell in here is horrible. I hope don't light a match, Mr. Brodie.
I used to use these caves to hide from people who were trying to take me out.
Have enemies, Mr. Brodie.
Not all the time, but sometimes you get that random one that wants to cause trouble.
I made some quality heist too.
I use these caves to hide from them. We should be coming up to an opening here. Can't tell, it's dark in here.
Mr. Brodie, there appears to be some sort of
what?
I had the random idea to pull out my metal detector, and I believe there's something here. I can't see a damn thing. It's dark in here, Mr. Brodie.
Very dark. Here, I'll tell you what, you find it, I'll bring out the light. There you go. You guide me. Or I'll guide you where you need to go.
Oh man.
Perfect opportunity to test out my invention of the metal detector.
Okay. See anything worth a damn in here?
I'm thinking.
Mangy rats.
Oh, sorry. We're over here bumping ourselves.
Well, it is rather dark, Mr. Brodie. It's quite all right. The smell is quite horrible.
Yeah, it smells like rotten eggs and that woman in Valentine when she spreads her legs.
What woman is that, Mr. Brodie?
Big Cheeks Bertha.
Appears this part has collapsed.
Yeah, they call her Big Cheeks Bertha. And not the cheeks upstairs either.
Oh.
I do not wish to know any more, Mr. Brodie.
I wouldn't advise it, but you want to try to go down there?
I'm afraid it's leading me this way.
Well, don't get lost, fellas.
They're gaining on it. Taking this outside of the cave.
Okay. You think we may have to go up?
Quite potentially, Mr. Brodie.
Yeah, your little contraption there's just blinking away.
Yes, it's designed to. Oh, watch your footing, Mr. Brodie. You'd like to took a nasty tumble and landed into the water.
Oh, shit. You know, it's funny, we got one person out there saying, hey, and watching us. But you know...
I found it, Mr. Brodie.
Where was it?
It's right above the entrance.
Stay there. Ah, so you're up there. All right. This is it?
Yes, could I borrow your shovel, Mr. Brodie?
Well, let's see what I have. I thought I had a shovel.
Oh, it's quite all right, I found mine. Some sort of earrings.
Ursula Citrine Earrings. Those are rare. Somebody must have put these here, hiding them from somebody. Maybe they got, a robbery?
Potentially, Mr. Brodie.
No way to tell whose they were.
How do we get back across?
I don't know. I think we might have to go take a swim.
Oh!
You alright, Professor?
I jammed my elbow! Damn it!
You alright?
Let me work out my left elbow. I managed to hit it on one of those stones.
Oh shit! Oh God! Oh shit! I just hit my back on this damn. Oh!
I'll save you, Mr. Brodie. I'll save you.
I'm alive. I'm alive. I gotta get back to Mariah. Ow! 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 Ow!
This is a rather dangerous place, Mr. Brodie. We should leave here immediately before someone finds us and get caught into a nasty riptide.
We got a bigger thing. There's something else out here. Duck eggs.
Duck eggs, Mr. Brodie.
Yeah, duck eggs. You know, eggs that can go quack quack. Right here.
I know what a duck is, Mr. Brodie. They appear to be eggs of a Peking duck.
You ever went over to Saint Denis, over to Chinatown, and ate that Peking duck? I have fine taste. I had something over in Chinatown one night. They called it a chicken stir fry. I never had it, but after I ate that, I'm like, My God, this is delicious.
I'm not big on poultry, Mr. Brodie. Chicken is one of my least favorite meats.
I learned how to cook, you know. I learned how to cook from another military man that I met along my travels. His name is Simon Pearson. Ever heard of him?
I don't believe so, Mr. Brodie.
Ex-Navy man, but he was part of Dutch's. He's part of Dutch's gang, and he kind of taught me a few things.
A fellow Navyman. Rather like to meet this man.
That bloody man, he is rude to women.
Yeah, I've heard he's rude to him.
Well, did you hear about that sissy Sadie?
Oh, you mean Sadie Adler?
Oh yeah, heard that too.
Mr. Brodie, this is the pistol I was mentioning. If you could, I'm going to have to not aiming it at you, but you see this pistol, Mr. Brodie?
Is that a permanent blood stain on that?
Yes, I found it in a rather peculiar place. I can show you the place. Maybe you could, I don't know, find the killer. I could even show you where I found it, Mr. Brodie.
That's all good and everything, but I'm still trying to find Madame Lazar if anybody has found where she's at today.
Let's.
Well, Mr. Brodie, I'm afraid we'll have to travel all the way back, sir. Cholla Springs, right outside of Twin Rocks. Do you know the area, Mr. Brodie?
Yes, I do.
Have a good dog.
I do know about Twin Rocks.
Thank you, Mrs. The dog's name is Frigg. She would, like to know where the name comes from. I could, educate you.
I love husky.
Well, being as it came from Scandinavia, I thought it would be rather interesting to name the dog Frigg after, Odin, his wife's name was Frigg, and this is a female husky after all. It seemed fitting.
Very beautiful.
Maybe Frigg, is it male or female?
It is female, Mr. Brodie.
Maybe Frigg one day could probably mate with my dog, Rost, who's also purebred husky.
Rather intriguing.
Good stew, huh?
I'd put some high quality in that.
Well, I did go grab some venison and put in it.
If you don't mind, lady and gentlemen, I'm going to change my outfit. Being covered in that sulfur has gotten me feeling icky. I believe I need to change my clothes.
Yeah, I agree. I think I need to change mine too.
Nice name for your horse.
Yes, it was Mr. Brodie's stable hand that inspired me to name the horse Lady Blue.
There we go. Time to dig out my bounty hunter's uniform. What you think?
Quite marvelous, Mr. Brodie. I do enjoy the leather.
Oh yeah. Makes me feel all snugly inside, if you will.
Oh, dear Lord.
Hang on, before I even leave, there is one more thing. We gotta go Twin Rocks. You have one of them travel markers around here we can use?
I could probably manage to get a caravan to take us.
Well, then again, we could always ride to the nearest town and go out there, you know?
Yes, let's head into town, Mr. Brodie. I believe I need to get some more ammunition.
Well, let's see.
Procuring the Il Solvino diamond has put a damper on my ammunition reserves.
Well, we can go to Annisburg. Is that where you want to go?
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, great. Now I'm going to feel like a coal miner's daughter.
You should write a song about it, Mr. Brodie.
Maybe one day somebody will. Hope her name's Loretta. I don't know. I just like the name Loretta.
Well, don't you name your horse Loretta, Mr. Brodie?
No, my horse's name's Mariah. No. I always thought the name was beautiful. Kind of wish I had a daughter at times. Did I ever tell you I have a son?
Wouldn't figure for a family man, Mr. Brodie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got a son. His name's Junior. Jack Brodie Jr. But he currently resides in Canada right now. He found him a woman in Canada.
If only I could be so lucky, Mr. Brodie. I've yet to have a chance at love in my life.
Yeah, sometimes I miss having my wife around, but she went and did her own thing. You know, after the caller knew Austin, I kind of sent her off for a while so she could be safe from it. I sent her out to San Andreas. I sent her into San Fierro, if you know where that is. Professor?
Sorry about that, Mr. Brodie. I had a rival collector, if you will, wanted to spout off about me.
Ah. Don't mind the pollution around here.
It's quite all right. I understand the coal mines.
Oh, welcome back. Most people who leave Ansburg that long don't come back. What were you looking for today?
Funny looking bird. Looks like he's had his moment in the sun.
A little too much.
It's not too bad we can't purchase a train ticket.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be in if you change your mind.
If you'll excuse me, I need to change a gun out.
Hello. Did you remember something you needed?
Well, Olaf over here.
Well, Mr. Brodie, whenever you're ready to head out, I managed to get us some tickets for the next caravan that comes through here. It's going to take us all the way back to, Armadillo, if you will.
Alright. Sounds good. I got it right here. We'll be... So we're heading to Armadillo?
Yes, we will be headed to Armadillo, Mr. Brodie.
Alright, we'll be... Well, I get to go home for a little while. Problem is, my old house ain't there anymore. I miss having my place. But, you know...
Perhaps one day we can afford to put down roots in our homesteads.
Well, you know, as you know, I was born in this town. This is where I was born. That I can tell you exactly where I was born. Come on.
Well, we had
Armadillo.
Why are you in such a haste, Mr. Brodie?
Back. See that green building right there?
This one here, Mr. Brodie.
I was born in the back of that building.
Born or conceived?
Born. You want to know where I was conceived?
I don't think I would want to know.
No, it wasn't the saloon, I assure you. In fact, I can tell you, I was a product of a teen pregnancy. It's scary to come out here now and but when a schoolhouse, my mother was 17 years old. She actually graduated out of here. And one night her and her lover came out here and I was the product of that. My father, he was a common criminal.
I can see why you chose the life of a lawbringer.
Now the town is, I hope one day the town comes back. You don't know what it means to me sometimes. I miss this place.
Well, Mr. Brodie, I'm sure it will come back one day. Humanity is like a disease. You can stamp it out as many times as you like, but it will always come back.
Yeah, that's true, but you know how many friends I've, or how many people's bodies I had to personally take to him?
Take to who, Mr. Brodie?
Eldon Grubb, the Undertaker in this town. I've had to take more bodies to this town than anybody. I watched friends, I watched their parents, I've watched children die because of this cholera plague.
What started the cholera, Mr. Brodie?
Well, apparently somebody came over here and somebody came from out of town and they were infected and it hit the town. It was in the water supply. After that, but for some reason, Herbert Moon has been immune to it. I wonder if that damned idiot made a deal with the devil or something.
The devil doesn't exist, Mr. Brodie. We are our own gods, Mr. Brodie. We are all kings and queens alike. People forget that sometimes. I'm hearing music, Mr. Brodie.
I am too. Where? Madame Lazar's here.
Hey, look, I found some more rhubarb.
Yeah, but Madame Lazar's here. Hey, madam.
What a pure and gentle spirit. I do not trust you. Have a look. Have a look. Let me see. Very well. I pay more for the whole set, you know. You have a few of those, hmm? Ah, yes. It is worth seeking these out. Not a bad find.
You ever sold any more of your stuff here, Professor?
Well, she seems to want everything that I have, so I'm just going to sell it to her. I don't know what she wants to do with it, but I can't carry it back with me to England.
Good luck then. I am sure this will be a most productive partnership.
I wish I knew where Madame Nazar procured her Victrola.
I don't know, but you know what?
You would never guess where I acquired that.
How do I look? I always wanted to look like this.
It's quite a fascinating outfit, Mr. Brodie.
Where are we going?
It all depends on you, Mr. Brodie. I do have information on 2 other jewels we can go get.
Well, what, with the payout like that after the first one, yes, I would love to.
Read the letter and see which people. Have you ever heard of a man called James Langton?
Oh, that idiot rival bounty hunter. That man dresses like a pretty boy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently he's one of our contacts to get the other diamond.
Oh boy, I guess I gotta go talk to him. Alright, let's go find Mr. Langdon. I said, Professor, I think your horse might have ran in the Kentucky Derby.
Well, it is a Mustang. It's a wild Mustang, Mr. Brodie. Your old stable hand is really good with horses.
She is. I've had many people on my travels who's rode with me. People who just want to, have a companionship and friendship. And that's the way I've always operated, Professor.
Well, Mr. Brodie, if you don't mind, you can call me Mr. Bartlesby, or you can just call me Gavin.
Well, Gavin. Wait a minute. Gavin.
Yes, Gavin Bartlesby, Professor Gavin Bartlesby.
There's a damned fool that walks around this entire place looking for his friend Gavin. I think his name is Nigel or something.
Yes.
I wouldn't begin to know. The only Nigel I know is Nigel West Dickens, and you don't want to meet that fellow.
And you don't have to call me Mr. Brodie. Sometimes Jack will do just fine.
Certainly, Jack. But seeing as, well, actually, you're under my employ. I was only being respectful, Jack.
This is my old house. Hold on. Before we go, this is my old house. This is where my grandmother lived at one. Mariah, I'm gonna kick your ass. My grandma sold the farm when she was little. I've had bandits living here. Sometimes, oh, there's something here.
I don't think I'd want to see inside the outhouse, Mr. Brodie.
There is a tarot card right next to the butt holster.
Strange place to put a tarot card.
I'm starting to believe that these tarot cards are left here. There's many places that we have been, these tarot cards have been laid out. Mr. Brodie, I think that rumor of the silent assassin lady is certainly here.
This brings back memories.
Wouldn't happen to know any information on this savage woman, would you?
No, but the picture on the wall says it all. That was my grandmother.
Does anybody live here now, Mr. Brodie? It seems like we're trespassing on land that isn't ours.
Nah, nobody's been around here in a long time.
They certainly left in a hurry if they've left all this behind.
Well, sometimes it breaks my heart that I had to leave this behind. sometimes I miss this place, and sometimes I want to, take this land for myself. I mean, think about it. Think about it, Gavin. Look at this view. Look at the view I get out here.
What will you do out here, Mr. Brodie? I'm pretty sure this blistering heat isn't good for any sort of crops.
Well, let me give you what I would do. First and foremost, I would tear all this cactus down. And I found something that some of these farmers from out of state would talk about, something called irrigation. And it would be pumped from that lake down there, so we could pump that water. Problem is, nobody's made a contraption yet that can pump water uphill.
The only kind of pump I'm aware of, Mr. Brodie, is the one that you find outside of housings, where you have to manually pump it with hand.
I'm hoping one day somebody can invent something we can use this water, irrigate this land, and maybe grow some crops out here. Like sugar and tobacco and stuff like that.
Mr. Brodie, I don't think agriculture would be good suited for this land. Perhaps cattle is more suited for you.
Well, cattle is not a problem, but the problem is you just can't get anything to grow out here.
Mr. Brodie, if you manage to get this land of yours back again, I do hope that you could perhaps be the beef capital of the U.S. one day.
You know what? I do want that, because that's my ultimate goal. I want to be able to feed everybody. I know there's people out here, there's veterans who's never been able to get a fair shake.
With this bit of dirty work we're doing here, trying to take these diamonds.
Yeah.
Maybe I could help you with that, procuring funds and to fund your endeavor, Mr. Brodie. Yes, Mr. Langton.
You're the fella looking for work. You interested?
Certainly, Mr. Langton.
So I heard you was a proper bastard who knew other bastards, that you were efficient and unpleasant and could get things done and for a fair price. Is that right?
Yes, Mr. Brodie.
Meaning bastard me.
Because let me be clear, I'm the biggest bastard you're ever gonna meet.
I don't care. I just want
to mess with me, and you'll be begging me to kill you. But you're right.
Your breath reeks of fish and coffee.
I have a few things for you. Okay, let's put you to the test. There's this fella needs killing. Name is Ace Burr. His crime is my business. If you care, he killed a rich man in a card game down Saint Denis last month, fled up here, usual nonsense. But I've been paid to kill him, so I'm paying you to do it for me, if you care. But I'm hoping you're the kind of realist that knows you cannot afford to care. Because those are the kind of people that get things done in this world. Anyway, go find him. He's up somewhere near Two Crows, and put a bullet in the back of his head. I'm usually here if you're looking for more work.
I see why you don't like the man, Mrs. Brodie, or Jack, rather. The man is so blatantly lazy that he's going to pay us to do his work. But all I wanted to do was get information on the damn diamonds.
Now you see why I don't like the son of a bitch.
Well, like I said, you don't get an omelet without cracking a few eggs. But it looks like we're going back to your old stomping grounds, Mr. Brodie.
Well, let me give you a reason why I hate Mr. Langdon. We started breaking in this bounty business together. I turned out to be the better bounty hunter than him. He can't go after the bounties that I have because you have to have a license, as you know, to go bounty hunting, correct?
In certain circles, I assume yes.
That asshole has never gotten a premium bounty. I've captured a lot of them. I hold a premium bounty hunter's license. That means I can go after some of the highest people. Oh boy, alright.
He said we were going to go after one person.
I'm counting. I think he's got men. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, I got my sights set on 3 of them here.
Damn. Take him out. Had to be Del Lobos too, huh? As you wonder, these guys are Del Lobos.
Why are you tackling me, you bloody fool?
Get him!
You want to tango with me, you fucking loser? Then get your face over here.
Holy shit, Professor.
He broke my fucking spectacles. Do you have any idea how expensive those things are?
We got one on the run. I'm going after him.
Please do before I burn this whole place down.
You alright?
Yes, I just have to procure some more spectacles.
He's on the run and I can't get my horse. Somebody's gonna have to get him.
I'm on it.
Take this little peckerwood out.
Right in the back, Happy. You dead, Booker. Woo.
Send me back to the professor.
Oh, that was close.
Now you come. Damn horse. Get me near her. There. Professor? Gavin, where are you?
I'm right here. I'm trying to find my hat and glasses after that fool wrestled me to the ground. I can't seem to find it.
No.
I found them. They're on this man. Move him out of the way. It isn't my hat, but it will do.
You should start wearing more Western hats there, Professor.
What's wrong with the attire that I have chosen?
I don't know, change up once in a while. Pretty soon we're going to have you talking like one of us.
I think you look nice.
Well, now that business is over, perhaps we could go back to Mr. Langton, give him a piece of my damn mind, and get the information we were after to begin with.
Well, you know what? Lead the way. Because I'd like to take that white hat of his, take it off his fucking fat head, and take the biggest, hardiest shit in it you've ever seen. Yeah, I said that.
Mr. Brodie, since
Yes.
you are man of the law, there are people brewing some moonshine over here.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is illegal behavior.
It is, and it affects my brand of moonshine.
Shall we deal with him accordingly, Mr. Brodie?
Why, yes. But let's do it silently.
Wait, no, there is a revenue agent, Mr. Brodie. I do not wish to tussle with him.
Well, if that's what you want, I won't part with him either. You know, I heard that some people have already started trying to come up with ideas. But once an automobile is more readily available, they want to strip what they call the engine out and put more power into it. I don't know how that's going to work, but
Mr. Brodie, you do realize that we already have automobiles in England.
yeah, didn't some German guy named Benz invent that?
Yes. They're rather rudimentary and require a lot of maintenance, but you're much better riding a horse nowadays.
You know, there are things that I kind of wish. You know, horse racing is kind of popular around here. Just
I'm not
one
big
day.
on races.
But let me say this: if the automobile becomes as big as they say it's going to be, one day before I die, I will love to enter an automobile race.
It's only 1898, Mr. Brodie. You've got plenty of time within you.
Yeah, I know. They're building something called racetracks with something called asphalt. Brings me, my curiosity is peaking at this. Hell, they said within 10 years, Indianapolis is supposed to get a track built.
I wouldn't know anything about that, Mr. Brodie.
They want to pave it with bricks, Professor.
But if you're going to go that route, why not just use cobblestone?
3.5 million bricks to be exact. There's a place over in England that I've heard that's already getting ready to build a racetrack. Some place called Brands Hatch. Sound familiar?
Well, I've never been out to the country, Mr. Brodie. I've always been a city fellow.
Because I got a new lead for you.
Listen here, you. I killed those people. You're going to give me the information that I need on the Ember of the East. Can you give it to me?
Times are changing, my friend. If you take nothing else from this Capitale business, you take that.
I'm afraid I can't afford the mission, Mr. Brodie.
Well, how much does he want?
He wants 15 Capitale, and I only have 13.
Well, do we need to make any more capitali anywhere else?
You know, partner, I am coming to depend on you.
Well, Mr. Brodie, how are you feeling about doing a raid?
Thought you'd never asked.
I fear the Now, it's a misconception that thieves and degenerates is always ignorant. Why, some of the nastiest lowlives I ever knew had four walls and a family to call their own. So when I tell you to go to this address, turn the place inside out and take whatever you damn well please, including any capitale they got, don't get the wrong idea. This is justice you're dispensing. Trust me.
Don't trust no one.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Art Rocking Chair fucking Bounty Hunter.
Don't want to hear anything gets done with him being in his chair smoking that cigar.
Rob the homestead. Well, if we're on this resort to that, I better put on my mask.
I'll hush people.
Anybody here?
See if I can manage to sneak on through that.
Here.
Alright, I got you. I'll go the other way around. I got...
Hey, you can't be here. Get out of here before... Hey, what do you think you're doing here?
Get him.
You have got to leave now.
Thank you. Wait. They're inside.
There's always someone inside.
That's how we used to do it in the Navy, Mr. Brodie.
Holy shit, dude.
Yes, I'm quite the swordsman.
I can tell.
There's another person here. I'm going to take care of them.
I'll search the bodies.
Quite all right, Mr. Brodie. Everything's been taken care of.
I just found a bottle of cognac.
Where'd you find it, Mr. Brodie?
On one of them dudes. I'm gonna treat myself tonight because I ain't never drank any cognac. is this guy? Are they up at the house up on the hill in Tumbleweed?
I highly doubt that, Mr. Brodie. I'm going to check over here by the cliffs.
This is a wide area.
One thing they taught me in the Navy, Mr. Brodie, where there's smoke, there's fire, and you shall follow it.
Have you found it?
I have not, Mr. Brodie. But I'm starting to suspect that you are correct in thinking that the homesteader is up there on the hill.
Has to be.
Nope, it's not here.
I'll check near Gaptooth. That is a wide area, though. You found them?
Not quite, Mr. Brodie.
Huh?
Not quite yet, Mr. Brodie.
What about you, sissy?
No. Negative.
Wait a sec, I didn't have nothing up there. Nothing at Tumbleweed, though. It's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Best way to find a needle in a haystack, Mr. Brodie, is to simply sit down.
I'm gonna look up at the high side. somebody's horse. Hold up. You're right near it. Hold on. Let me look in. Let me. Okay, hang on. I got a visual.
This is annoying.
Very much so.
Well, somebody's horse has been left out here.
It's mine.
I know. I thought it was something else. That's why I was looking. I swear this dude's making a damn fool of us. Even my tracking skills can't even find him.
My head caught like a damn chicken.
I know. I hope he's not. I know he can't be in tumbleweed.
Oh, damn it.
Bloody hell, my horse killed me. Where the hell were they, dude?
I got one more bag here, Mr. Brodie.
I'm grabbing it. Gotcha. Where? You mean they were sitting there looking at us this whole time?
That is why I decided to go on foot, Mr. Brodie. Hey, look, I found a Texas bluebonnet.
Lovely. Damn it, I've got the law on me. trying to hide from him.
But not after me, Mr. Brodie. You're the one that pissed them off.
Yeah, I guess I still forgot about what I did when I gave their mayor a wedgie.
Why on earth would you give a man of the cloth? Not cloth. Never mind the fact of what I'm trying to say. Is what I want to know is why would you give a politician a wedgie?
Because he looked like he needed one. His pants were riding low, and I didn't like the son of a bitch anyhow.
Well, you know what we call wedgies in England, Mervyns.
God damn it! I gotta make myself disappear.
Go, 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 go. Get. Go.
Don't come after me, Mr. Brodie. There's 3 of them over here.
I'm having to fucking double back here. I know we got 5 minutes left. There's 2 down there. Now I gotta figure out how to get over there.
I met a cowboy once. I forget the man's name, but he used to have a horse named Bullseye, and every time he was getting ready to ride, he would say, "Ride like the wind, Bullseye."
Okay.
He always complained about having a snake in his boot as well.
I fell. Now the bag's missing. Where's the bag?
I didn't think you cut out for this type of work, Mr. Brodie.
No, it's not that. My horse is dead. Here. Come here, sissy. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
We're meeting at the church in Tumbleweed.
Turn left here. Wait. Alright, church and Tumbleweed.
Be careful, Mr. Brodie. They're all over the place in here.
Alright, I'll come in there, but I know my time's limited.
If you wish to drop it off, I can pick it up and carry it forward.
I'm almost there. I'm just trying to figure out how to get up there. I'm near it now, actually. I'm right under the bridge.
inside the shed there, Mr. Brodie.
Shed?
This rhubarb pie is actually rather delicious.
Like, give me $1 in gold.
There was something at the church.
Yes, the Ace of Pentacles, I believe.
You know, you want to hear something strange, guys.
What's that, Mr. Brodie?
I don't know what happens, but every Halloween, I come here and I fall asleep.
It's right here, Mr. Brodie.
I see it. Oh, bloody hell. Anyhow, I go to sleep and I wait and I have a bad dream about walking dead bodies. It's like an undead nightmare that you can't wake up from.
Well, now that you mention it, I do believe Madame Nazar, as eccentric as she may be, has some truth to what she says, because she mentions that Jorge's Gap is a, well, I can't remember it verbatim, but she mentions Jorge's Gap is a trap for the dead.
Meaning?
I assume that it has something to do with your dream, and perhaps these tarot cards. There's something rather...
You ever just sat here and wondered what these people were like when they were alive?
Not really, but I'm looking...
Is that yours?
Hold on, I'm in the middle of something. Come on.
Oh no, what did y'all do?
This guy came up to me and started fucking fighting for no goddamn reason. So I'm gonna punch him.
What can I do for you?
Oh damn.
Oh, hell. Here we go.
Whatever. I'm gonna call it a night.
Alright. Alright. Well, next time we will be seeing Chapter 3. So, on behalf of all of us, we'll catch you next time on the Ballad of Jack Brodie. Bubba Electric and the gang, signing off.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna get off here and get ready for bed.
Alright. Yeah. Sissy, I'll meet you on Discord if you want.